Strategy. And don't you work for Atsura?
Clear skies. That explains the rumors the Valians are scaling up in Queen's Birth. I'd hoped you would stop them. Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this? Even if this isn't the outcome we'd wanted for Poco Kahara, your observation is infinitely more valuable. We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but yes. If the storms that assail Rawatai have a similarly unnatural origin, and if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with. After all, somebody has to keep the peace in these tumultuous times, no? In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter that could use your help. Her office is on the main floor behind the large double doors. It's most conspicuous.
Oh.
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Poco Kahara. Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar. Don't tell me you've never gazed at a horizon and wondered at what lies beyond. Or seen a no trespassing sign as a challenge. That's the spirit. Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive. But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms. Why not? The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so ferocious, so constant. And your exploits at Poco Kahara suggest that something else may be behind them. But enough of that for now. There's an understatement. The trouble in Hasanga forced us to send additional ships back to Rawadai to make up for shortfalls. And storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here. We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. We've contracted with a captain named Widla. Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer. Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic. This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her. Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo. You've got a reputation for cutting corners and making your own rules. I don't care how you deal with Widla, but don't try to cross us. There isn't a straight-in deadfire that'll hide you from our cannons. Clear skies.
Так, теперь надо все-таки валить им дать. Поговорить их главным нахуй хочу.
The Ranganui leads us, but he represents all of Rautai.
Then must he put his name on everything? Prize share is simpler.
Wager I can reload faster than you can draw your sword.
Tundri, I have no interest in your childish games.
Может, это заработали. Было бы пожрать. Жопу.
Ah, good, you're back. I hope you had a pleasant voyage. Ah, before you get too far on the way, I think you ought to come with me.
Alvari tells me you were kind enough to look into this business on Pococahara for us. I hope you bring good news. Incredible. You see? What fortune you had to find a watcher, Alvari. An Adra vein of that size will go a long way. We need only send a ship.
Assuming we can replace the people we lost. I notice Beza is not with you. Did you find any sign of the expedition?
A sorry end for such dedicated individuals. How very fortunate that you lived to tell their tale. I believe I can take things from here, Alvari. Agrasima. The Watcher and I have more business to discuss. Oh, and do pay the woman for her trouble first. I thought it best I speak with you face to face. Watchers are not so numerous here in the Deadfire, especially those of such storied backgrounds as yourself. I'd read much about your exploits alongside the Crucible Knights in Defiance Bay. And I think that we are, each of us, in a position to offer each other something that we can. The Valiant Trading Company has had a presence on this island for nearly a century now. We have the greatest fleet on the seas, the support of the richest men and women in the world. What can the Royal Deadfire Company offer? A soldier's wages, so that you can elevate the fortunes of a distant king? And the Queen? A place in the Kahanga tribe, among all the rest of these neglected people. You've lived outside the caste system all these years. I can give you money, fame, certainly. But the men and women of the company, we set our aims high. And if I only wanted to offer you work as an Adra inspector, I would have let Alvari deal with you. The Valiant Trading Company has maintained an outpost here in Nekataka for nearly a century now. It was only 2 years ago that we discovered the effects of Luminous Adra with the aid of our animancers and several watchers. Flaune Alette has continued to study the potential of Luminous Adra in all manner of advances. Why content ourselves to sell all this Adra as a luxury when we might use it to change the world? Your gifts, Watcher, open doors that would otherwise remain entirely closed to us. I cannot help. Alette has been eagerly awaiting the opportunity to work with someone just like you. Her experiments have been tremendously promising. I beg you, speak with her. Good, good. I do not expect you to do this out of charity, of course, but I have made it clear to Alette that you are to be compensated. You will find Alette at the top of the spire of the Soul Seers, a tower once dedicated to Helia. That you will find in the Sacred Stair district, just north of here. Areto Gori, I will look forward to your return. It, seems you've caused a bit of an upset, hasn't it? I like to think we can help one another, Watcher. Now then, did you have a reason for coming by? I'll answer what I can, of course. Alvari? Appointed by the council, that one. To be honest, I know very little about her. Certainly a competent woman when it comes to short-term goals. There are rumors she started out on a ship, a deckhand if you believe it. Quite the climb from humble beginnings. Now then, was there something you needed?
Ну, ничего особо интересного, безусловно. Я думал, можно будет документы эти отдать на Альваре, компрометирующие. Придется их вождю Ранги отдать. Поспать лечь.
Does the company pay you for mercenary duty? Or is pride enough to buy bread where you're from?
Do you really not know the Brotherhood reports directly to the Dukes? Or have the discharges of your gun knocked around your brain too much?